Welcome to the Elder Scrolls Modding News, a weekly report on the fascinating world of Elder Scrolls Modding. Guys, I am done with Oblivion Remastered. That game no longer interests me, and the modding scene is petering out. The interest is just not there, and many mods we see have a lot of limitations, as you may have observed too. If Bethesda releases modding tools, we will revisit the modding scene of Oblivion Remastered, but for now, I will be uninstalling the game. Suddenly, once Skyrim is released, we will get back to Cyrodiil modding, and it will be all systems go. In today's episode, we check out two new quest mods, a mod that adds a variety of merchants and a mod that brings back a long forgotten magic effect to Skyrim. We then take a look at a player's home at Seyda Neen, and finally check out a mod that adds mining to Morrowind. I am so excited, and the document with all links is available for your reference, and without further ado, let's get started. The Veil Ledger SE by venjhammet is a fully voiced quest mod with 2 stories and over 30 quests. There are only 2 storylines, one for the Veil Ledger, a covert network dealing in the quiet exchange of dangerous things, and another for Nerel Vavari, an eccentric scientist obsessed with Dwemer technology. Both storylines can be pursued simultaneously. To start the mod, travel to Gearfall Refuge, an underground settlement near Makat, where opportunity awaits for any young adventurer. Here you will meet interesting people who will have jobs for you.
Welcome to Gearfall Refuge. My name is Seyda Delane. Lived here all my life. This place used to be a refuge for thieves and cutthroats. Now it is a thriving small community beneath the near city of Markarth. I figured as much. The Veiled Ledger pulls in all sorts. Just be sure you walk out the same as you walked in.
The mod uses voice lines that were generated using XPA synth and refined with Minimax to improve natural delivery. I think the voices are great. I have no issues with them. To start working for the Veil Ledger, you speak to the Hollow Warden.
Ever heard of the Veiled Ledger? Only if you value law over truth. We answer whispers. When law sleeps, we listen.
And meet Nerel Vavari to start the other quest line.
This is Nerel's Circuitorium. It's where he studies Dwemer things, machines, runes, and tonal magic.
Avrin is loyal, yes. I told him not to touch the glowing core. He nodded, touched it anyway, and thanked me while his hair was still smoking.
Gearfall Refuge also has lots of NPCs with unique dialogue and needs. I like it that every NPC has a distinct personality. It feels like a settlement or a community. This mod is dependent on 2 dungeon pack mods made by the same author. Those mods add 46 new dungeons to Skyrim and Solstheim, and the quests from the Veil Ledger SE will send you to those dungeons. I like this approach of not touching vanilla dungeons. This will lead to fewer compatibility issues. What kind of dungeons can we expect? The mod author says some dungeons are puzzle driven and require an in-depth exploration. Areas can be very dark, confusing, large and scary, and yet immersive. So these are not vanilla style linear dungeons, so we can expect some variety and challenge. Nice. Regarding the quests, the mod author says they're not just go fetch this and fetch that. There's a real story here, and one that unravels as you go deeper into danger, mystery and madness. I love it. The Veil Ledger SE can be used as a way for a low-level character to do a lot of dungeon delving, improve their skills, get valuable experience and enjoy character progression. What an awesome mod! Outstanding work by the mod author. Thank you venjhammet for adding so much to Skyrim. I would love to showcase this mod and do all the quests as a series soon on my channel. It Came from Akavir is a quest mod by nimwraith that centers around Amelia, a researcher who is investigating a mysterious creature that has washed onto the shores of Skyrim. This creature in question is known as the Kamal. When you play Morrowind, Oblivion and Skyrim, you may encounter a book called Mysterious Akavir. And that book talks about the Kamal race of snow demons who lived in Akavir. The snow demons spend the winter frozen solid, but when summer comes, they thaw out and attack another Akaviri race, the Tangmo. This quest mod will help you understand the Kamal's homeland, the people, and the interactions with Tamriel. This conversation also explains and expands on lesser known lore about the Kamal. To start the quest, you have to speak to Amelia Florius, a researcher.
Or the last. We number among the few living who have seen their kind. A fragmented history precedes their race, one that may have been lost to time, were their presence not so remarkable. The Kamal, they are dubbed, demons of frost hailing from the distant wastes of Akavir.
Nimwraith's quest mods are incredible. They are usually short, sweet and dialogue heavy with wonderful stories. Thank you Nimwraith for writing and sharing so many cool stories. Your mods will enhance every Skyrim playthrough. Regional Merchants Stalls of Skyrim by Sokalista adds 10 clothing merchants and 13 local artisans to the game. Regional Merchants Stalls of Skyrim voiced by Jobyvan UK adds voice lines for the NPCs added in Stalls of Skyrim, so they shout out to entice you to their stalls.
Got something to sell? Come and talk to me.
We met Maris Urentia at Falkreath, who caters to mourners who come to visit Falkreath Cemetery.
Good afternoon.
In her inventory, we found robes, mourners' clothes and other items.
Buying and selling a range of quality goods.
At Stonehills, we met Ruskold, who sells authentic local Nordic crafts and pottery items.
Me? I call them treasures.
Huh? Some may call this junk.
At Ivasted, we visited the stall of Meria Tanswept, who offers supplies to pilgrims seeking to climb the 7,000 steps to High Hrothgar. I love how the mod author has thoughtfully considered representing regional economies and regional handicrafts. Thank you Sokalista and Jobyvan UK for your awesome immersion mods. Shalidor's Mirror by Mosami 2003 creates the classic reflect spell effect from previous Elder Scrolls games through spells, enchanting, alchemy and perks. You can choose to install the SKAC or the non-SKAC version of the mod. In the SKAC version, spells reflected return instantly to their caster, like previous Elder Scrolls games, whereas in the non-SKAC version, spells return with a projectile and have a chance to avoid the reflected spell. We tested the SKAC version, so let's take a look at some scenarios. Here, Mr. Sara Salvani has 10 scrolls of spell reflection which reflect 20% of hostile spells back to the caster.
Stop that!
We now face a novice necromancer. As you can see, the necromancer casts the frostbite spell at Saras. 20% of the spell's damage is reflected and the enemy takes constant damage.
You'll regret crossing me, you coward!
We next face an apprentice conjurer who casts the flame spell at us. And we can see how the NPC is taking constant damage. Do note that in both cases my character is under God mode. Now let's get out of God mode and check out spell reflection. As you can see, we are taking the bulk of the damage caused by the flame spell and the NPC is only taking 20% damage because of reflection. This is different from how reflection works in Morrowind, where we have a percentage chance that incoming hostile spells will be reflected at their caster. The mod Shalidor's Mirror also adds alchemy ingredients, enchanted items, staves and scrolls with a reflect effect to the game world. NPCs with the now changed Ward Absorb perk can reflect spells with their wards. Almost all NPCs with restoration greater than 60 have that perk, such as Fire Wizards and Dragon Priests. Additionally, Wisp Mothers now have 25% reflect spell as a constant effect. So let's see how we get wrecked by a Wisp Mother. There's the Wisp Mother. Let's sling another fireball. What the F? That is a super strong reflect effect. I have never seen something like this in Skyrim. And again! Shalidor's Mirror is an incredible mod that adds dynamism to mage combat. When NPCs reflect your spells, you have to be prepared. You as a player can also deal with mages effectively by casting the reflect spell. Thank you Mosami 2003 for a wonderful mod that elevates Skyrim mage combat and gets a wonderful effect from past Elder Scrolls games. Seyda Neen Player Home 418 by Dennis418 adds a small house for purchase in Seyda Neen along with some quest reactivity. You can find the house next to the home of Draren Tiralas at Seyda Neen. To purchase this home, you must speak to Sokuchis Ergala and pay 3000 drakes for the home and 4000 drakes to hire a caretaker. House in Seyda Neen. And that starts the quest, House in Seyda Neen. Alright. 3000 septims. Alright, let's go. Splendid. Let's talk about the caretaker. So we shall choose Elderfire. So 4 septims, that's fine. Okay. She will take care of our house and also drop mails. Collect our mails. Alright. So let's talk to Elderfire. There she is. Hello, Elderfire.
You will address me with respect.
Yes, Sokuchis explained to me, and that completes the quest, okay? The house requires my expertise in keeping things in order. Don't worry, I'll make sure it's always clean and restocked with candles.
Hey, wait for me.
This is the home. Looks good. So we have all sorts of clutter items from TR data. This mod has a dependency of Tamil data, so you need to install that so that you can get all of these clutter items. It's really cool, right? You should find a correspondence chest, and here periodically you will get some newsletters here or some notes from NPCs. It's a really cool concept, right? You own a house and you should have a mailbox, right? As the mod depends on Tamil data, it can pull static articles from newsletters like the Ebonheart Bellman or the Canyon Echo. Here we see a newsletter from Ebonheart Bellman, a newspaper based in Old Ebonheart in mainland Morrowind. The basement too. I guess this is for guests. You have a spare hammock. Really good. And we have an attic too. Look at that. You can acrobatics or levitation to come here and get some good stuff. Very cool. The mod is perfect as it is. The mailbox idea is incredible. This can be expanded for multiple faction quests or even the main quest. Just imagine you reach a milestone in a faction and the faction leader sends you a letter praising or admonishing you based on your performance. The possibilities are amazing. Thank you Dennis418 for an awesome player home with some great features. OpenMW Simply Mining by Only Me spawns ores in the game world and dungeons. As you can see, we have some cool features here. Dynamic amount of mined minerals and mining time, visual effects and sounds, progress bar, and rewards some armor XP. So let's test this mod, shall we? Alright, welcome to Aldrune, and we have installed the Simply Mining mod. And as you can see here, the scripts you have the Simply Mining. Alright, so now let's look at the world and see if we can find some nodes to mine. And here it is, look at that. Raw adamantium. What? Whoa! Too much. Look at the node going smaller and smaller. Fail? What do you mean fail? What is this? Raw silver. Okay, no animation. That's fine. Wow, I love the progress bar.
Hey, wait for me.
Oh, school increases the armorer's skill. So will the chance of success depend on the armorer's skill? If it's higher, will we succeed all the time?
I have you.
Alright. This is raw gold. Wow, that's insane. Right. Those guys are having fun. I love that animation. Fail! Ah, dang it. Okay. You know what? Now, when we're exploring in the world, rocks become very important. You start looking at landscape and look for rocks that can be nodes. I love this. Alright. You guys have fun. Raw gold. Wow. Awesome. Oh, I think the success depends on stamina too. Your fatigue. Fail. Dang it. Okay, I need to understand the formula, right? What is the formula of success and failure? Oh, this is so fun. I love mining. It adds stuff to the world, and now you start looking for rocks while walking around. Alright. Okay, I'm waiting for my fatigue to increase, and as you can see, my armorer skill is improving. Every time I mine, it's improving. It's not that the armorer skill improves if the mining operation is successful. Every time you mine a vein, your armorer skill improves. That's awesome. Awesome! I'm just maxing out my fatigue, you know. I don't want you to fail, man. Come on. Give me some gold. Awesome. We got gold and armor skill increase to 7. That is so beautiful. Alright. So we got gold, right? Oh. Too much. Too much. Okay, let's start. Awesome, 1 iron. Okay, so every time my fatigue is high, I'm not failing. Mining is not failing. That's interesting. Wow, I love this mod. Exploration and traversing the world becomes more meaningful as we keep looking for mineral nodes. Thank you Only Me for this amazing mod that adds so much to exploration and makes resource gathering a lot of fun. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this week's Elder Scrolls modding news. Do share your comments and insights if you have tested these mods. Your experience will help others. Please endorse and support more authors who give so much to the Elder Scrolls community. Thank you so much for watching. May the Divines watch over you.